Hello everybody, how are you? Hello everybody, how are you? It is time to start our day. It is time to work and play. Hello everybody, how are you? Hi guys, welcome back. It's been a long break for us. We had a nice Thanksgiving. I hope you had lots of good, delicious food to eat. I hope you had a lot of fun with your family and got some rest and maybe got outside a little bit. Just had a great, thankful week. I know I did. I had a wonderful Thanksgiving with my son, my daughter, and my husband, and it was wonderful to be with family. I am happy to be back with you guys, though I have missed you. We're going to start our week, but finish our month today. We're doing two things, double duty today. When we start our week, we always start with some new stuff back here, but because we are finishing a month, I've only changed one thing on our board, and then tomorrow we're going to come back and do another circle time, and many things will be different, and we'll come see what those are. So we are finishing the month of November. Let's take another look at November, a last look at the word November. This is what the word November looks like, and this is a month. Can you help me clap that word? November. We clap 3 times because it has 3 parts or 3 syllables. November. Tomorrow when we come back for a circle time, we'll have a different word there. We'll have to see what it says. Now, in a year's time, a whole year, there are 12 different months. Inside of each month, we have our days and our weeks. Well, November has 30 days in it, and today is the 30th day of November. Let's take a look and see what day of the week that is. Today is Monday, November 30th, making it the very last day of November. So this is the last day. When we come back to do our circle time tomorrow, what number do you think we'll see there? Do you think we'll see 31 because that comes after 30? Not in this case, because this is the last one. We start all over, and when we start counting, we always start with the number 1. So tomorrow when you come back for circle time, we'll see the number 1 on there, and we'll start our new month. So again, today is Monday, November 30th. Our season is still fall, but we are getting closer and closer. It's just a couple of weeks away until we change that season out. For the month of November, these are the things that we've been talking about. The number, tell me, what is that? 6. Ready? What is that number? 7. What is that number? 8. Today is the last day we're going to talk about 6, 7, and 8. It's the last day we're going to talk about this shape. Do you remember what shape we've been talking about? I know my brain is kind of sleepy because we haven't been together for a couple of weeks, it seems now. We have been talking about the shape triangle. That's a triangle. Now, do you remember what it means for something to be a triangle? How many corners does it have to have? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. How many sides does it have to have? 1, 2, 3. They don't have, all triangles don't have to look like that one, but they need to have the 3 corners and the 3 straight sides. Now you might have noticed, what color am I wearing today? I pulled out my brown sweater because it is our last day of our brown month, the color brown. There's the word brown. So I am wearing brown today to go along with the last day of our color. You know what, let's go back to our shape for a minute. I forgot to sing the song with you one last time. Let's go ahead and sing that song. Do you remember it? Let me hear you sing it first. Nice. Okay, now let's sing it together. You ready? A triangle has 3 sides. A triangle has 3 sides. Up the mountain, down and back. A triangle has 3 sides. Tomorrow, new shape, new song, new color, and I'll be wearing the color tomorrow. You'll have to tune in to see what that is, and we'll have some new numbers up there. But before we say goodbye to our numbers, you know what I did today? I went on a scavenger hunt around my house. I took my camera and I went to see if I could find the number 6 somewhere, the number 7, and the number 8. And I was surprised at what a hard time I had finding those numbers to share with you. But take a look. First, I found the number 6. Can you guess where I found this 6? Can you tell? It is off of my fancy clock. I have a fancy clock in my house, a grandfather clock that makes all the beautiful sounds. That number 6 is from there. All right, let's take a look at the number 7. Do you see this? I found this. I had this on something called a race bib, and because I had a hard time finding these numbers, I got my number 8 from one of those as well. So here's my number 8. So I took my camera around the house and I found those 3 numbers. Can you go on a scavenger hunt around your house? And maybe you can post, you have your grown-up post on Facebook, you're 6, you're 7, you're 8, if you can find them. Now, while we're talking about these things, I also found something brown. You want to see my brown thing? This is my daughter's old teddy bear. That was a brown thing that I found in my house. I don't remember, but it looks to me like he's praying. It looks like his little paws are together and he's praying. And a triangle. This one is really special. Many of you might have your Christmas trees up as well. And if you look at it, when I looked at mine, I thought, it's a triangle. It's got a point at the top, and it's got 2 corners at the bottom, and it has 3 straight sides. It goes top, corner, corner, back up to the top, up the mountain, down and back. So my triangle is my Christmas tree. So as I said, go on a scavenger hunt around your house. See if you can find the number 6, number 7, number 8, something brown in a triangle shape. And then you can put that on Facebook and for everybody to see your show and tell, your scavenger hunt results. So that was all of our circle time stuff from our board today. When we come back tomorrow, take a good look. Oh, I forgot one thing. Take a good look at it. And when we come back tomorrow, see if you can tell what is different. Try to remember all the things that are here now and come back with me tomorrow to see what is different. What did I forget? We did our numbers. We did our color. We did our shape. I forgot our new letter. Who knows what this letter is? Can you tell me what this letter is? It is the letter K, and it says K. What's the picture up there? Keys. Do you hear the sound? K. Keys. Kitten starts with the letter K. Kite starts with the letter K. King. Notice how they all make that same sound. K, k, k. Now we've been learning our sign language alphabet. Let's go back through all the letters because it's been a while since we've done it. It starts with the letter A, where you just have your fist with your thumb by the side. And then B, you open your fingers and put the thumb in the middle. C, make the C with your fingers. D, we curve our fingers together and put one up in the air. Now E can be kind of tricky. You fold these fingers in and put your thumb right underneath them. To make the F, we put 3 fingers up in the air and we put the thumb and the pointer finger together. G, we're going to take that pointer finger and the thumb and we're just going to push them out to the side like that. Maybe you look at it like that. H, we put 2 fingers out to the side. I, your little pinky goes up in the air. J, you're going to come down and draw the J. Now we're on to our K. These 2 guys, pointer and middle finger, they go up, and your thumb goes right between them. Can you do that? Just these 2 fingers are down, pointer and middle finger up, and the thumb goes right between them. That's our sign language, K. All right, as long as we're talking about K, I think we got to practice writing it. And I think I need to show you the K objects that I found. I found some unique K objects around my house to share with you today. All right, here is our uppercase and our lowercase K to write. K is a lot of straight lines. Did you notice that? That the uppercase and the lowercase look very similar, and there's no curves, there's no circles, just a lot of straight lines. Do you remember, I know it's been a while, where do we start when we write a letter? Do we start in the middle, at the bottom, over on this side? Always start up on the top left, if there's a top left. We put our pen, marker, crayon, finger, whatever you happen to have, chalk maybe, we put it up at the top and we pull straight down. That's how we begin our K. Now if you notice, it's kind of like we've got a slide going up and a slide going down. So I go back to the middle and I go up, I come back and I go down. That's how you make the K. Now the lowercase k is very similar. It's very much the same. You start with a straight line down. Now the only thing that's really different is the one that goes up is shorter. See how that one went all the way up to the top? This one only goes part of the way up and then it goes all the way down. That's how you make your Ks. They're very similar to each other, the upper and lowercase k. Let's come over here and do our practice for our writing. We start at the top of the line and go straight down to the bottom. Back up to the middle. Now we have the lines to help us. Remember our top slide here goes all the way up on the uppercase K, and our bottom slide goes all the way down on our uppercase K. Now when we do our lowercase k, we start exactly the same. Start at the top line and come down to the bottom line. Then when we go back to the middle, the one thing we don't want to do is go all the way up. We're just going to go about halfway, part of the way. See, I didn't go all the way up to the top line. I sneak back down, and now I slide down to the bottom line. So I have uppercase and lowercase k. Now, I found a pretty big uppercase K to share with you guys today when I went on my K hunt. Sometimes the letters I find are kind of small. This one's a nice big one. So I'm going to glue him on right here. Then I'll put the lowercase k right next to him. See how the first one goes all the way up? On my lowercase k, it only goes part of the way up, so I'm going to put him next to it. Uppercase and lowercase k. Now, like I said, I found some things around my house today that I wanted to share with you that start with the letter K. Now, one of them I love. It is a chocolate kiss. I love chocolate kisses. So I couldn't glue a whole kiss on, so I ate one for you so I could glue the wrapper on. This is a kiss wrapper. Now, something else that I enjoy doing that you might have around your house is I enjoy playing cards. Does anybody else play cards with their families? Maybe you play war or go fish. I love to play cards. So I have a lot of cards around my house, and I got to thinking the king has the letter K up in that corner and down in that corner. So I have a king with a K on it from a deck of playing cards. So I am going to put this one up on my K page. I have two of my favorite things, kiss and cards. K, king, a king card I have up there. How are your letter pages coming along? Are you filling up your book with me? I hope so. I hope you're able to do that. Now, we are not going to do a number page today because we've already done all of our numbers, 6, 7, and 8. Tomorrow we'll see some new numbers, and next week we'll practice writing them. So for now, we are done with our writing practice. I'm going to scooch this off to the side. There you go. Now, one other thing that we are going to be done talking about when we finish November today is the continent that we were in. Do you remember the name of this continent? This was the continent Europe. We began learning about the continents in North America. Then we got on a plane and we traveled over to Europe. Well, we're going to leave Europe. Can you guys say bye, Europe? Thanks for hosting us for a few weeks there. We are not going to learn a new continent this month because December has a lot to talk about with Christmas coming up. So we'll wait till January and then we'll visit a new continent. So you'll have to stay tuned and see what that is. There's one more thing that I want to talk to you about today, and that's the idea, the concept of more and less. Now, sometimes maybe your brother or sister and you are sharing something. Maybe it's food, maybe it's a toy, and you have to split it, or mommy or daddy has to split it up, and you look at it and you say, hey, wait a minute, that doesn't seem fair. He has more than me, or I have less than him. Well, we are going to look at what more and less mean today and what the same is. There's another word for that. It's called equal when you have the same. So I'm actually going to pull this back to help me because I brought some friends along to help me teach you about more and less. I brought some bears. Let's see. Can you help me count these as I put them up here? First I have yellow bears. I have 1. Are you going to be able to see them? Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5. I have a lot of yellow bears. Oh, this guy's not, he had his back to us. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 yellow bears. Let's move our K out of the way and we'll write that down, that we have 10 bears, 10 yellow bears. A 10 looks like this, 10 yellow. Okay, we have 10 yellow bears. Now I also have some red bears. Let's count how many red bears I have. Excuse me, yellow bears. I need to scoot you back because the red guys are going to come in here. You ready? How many red bears do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I had 10 yellow and I have 5 red. 10 yellow, 5 red. Can you tell me, do I have more yellow or more red? What do you think? What if I kind of pushed on, let's see, let's match them. Let's line them up. A yellow and a red, 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 a yellow and a red. Uh-oh, I'm out of reds. I can't match them anymore. I've got extra yellows. What does that mean? That means that I have more yellows than I do reds. More yellows than reds. This one is more. 10 is more than 5. Okay, so that's what the word more is. How about the word less? Which one do I have less of? Do I have less red or less yellow? I have less red. There's not as many red as there were yellow. Very good. I have one more color. Let's see how many of this one I have. Oh, everybody, I'm going to have to scoot you back. We're going to match you up with a green bear now. Let's see. What do I have more of now? You ready to help me count the greens? I have 1, 2, and I have 3. 3 greens. Now tell me, which one do I have the least of? Which one has the less amount? I didn't write that down. Let's write down that we have 3 green. 3 green bears. Which one is the least? The green, the red, or the yellow? The green is the least. Look, it only matches up to 3, but the reds keep going. I have more reds than green. I have less greens than reds. Which ones do I have the most of? That would be the yellows, wouldn't it? Okay, now I have one more color bear. Let's see how many of these I have. These I have to take out of my container. I have 1 blue, 2 blues, and finally I have 3 blues. Oh, okay, wait a minute now. I have 3 blues, 3 greens. So tell me about blue and green. Out of the blue and the green, let's get rid of these other guys here. If I take out yellow and red, bye yellow and red. Thanks for helping us out, learning about more and less today. Oh, that guy doesn't want to leave us. Okay, if I have 1, 2, 3 green, and I have 1, 2, 3 blue, which one do I have more of? Which one do I have less of? I have the same. They're equal to each other. I have the same number. So when you have objects, you can count them and you can determine which one is more, which one is less, and which one is equal. You know, you don't even need objects. You could do it with the people in your house. Do you have more children or less children than you have grown-ups? In my house, there are more animals than there are people. There's less people in my house than there are animals. So you can go around and you can find things like that, more or less. You can do that when we're done here today. You can go write your K's and look for K objects. You can do a scavenger hunt around your house and find the number 6, 7, 8, the color brown, and the triangle shape just like I did. And tomorrow, once again, remember, we're going to come back and a lot of the stuff behind me is going to be different. So let's take one last good look. Make a little picture with your brain. Can you take a look at this and make a picture with your brain? Because tomorrow when you come back, I want you to try to figure out what's different. Go do your K's, do your numbers. Have a fun day, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow for another circle time. Bye, guys.